The alpha presidents tend to be in when the country is at its worst and we need a little bit stronger of somebody to bring us there. And then the flag carrier comes in when things are doing pretty well. And it's more about maintaining and showing the world that even if that alpha guy isn't here, we are America and we are still going to be that guy.
When I think about presidents, I think about two different types of presidents. I think about a president that's an alpha. And then I think about presidents that are flag carriers. Let me explain to both. Alpha to me is Lincoln was an alpha. Ulysses S. Grant is a flag carrier. He became a two-term after him. Reagan, alpha. Senior, flag carrier. Kennedy, alpha.
Okay.
If you go to, we got a list of them. We can go to Ike, alpha. Nixon, flag carrier. Great president. You take Watergate out. Nixon was one of the better presidents we had in the last 50 years. You go to Obama, alpha. Clinton, alpha. Bush, flag carrier to his father.
Okay, yep.
Trump, alpha. Do you view yourself as an alpha candidate or a flag carrier?
Okay, so do we understand PBD's difference or PBD's categorization of are you a flag carrier or are you an alpha? It's not. We're not talking about Andrew Tate. We're not talking about Fresh and Fit. That's not what we're talking about. So he's saying one is a more of somebody who comes in with their own ideas and is looking to push their their own personal view of America and all that stuff. There's a lot more to it. Versus a flag carrier who's somebody who is in doesn't necessarily need to push this revolutionary type of thing where the country's in a good spot. And so you just maintain what is good. And I don't think I don't think PBD would say either of them is better or worse. But they're very different. And I agree. This is a great question. So the alpha is more, to put it more simply, I would think that PBD would agree that the alpha presidents tend to be more in when the country is at its worst and we need a little bit stronger of somebody to bring us there. And then the flag carrier comes in when the things are doing pretty well, and it's more about maintaining and showing the world that even if that alpha guy isn't here, we are America, and we are still going to be that guy, that country. Do we all understand? So he says, Bush Sr. was the leader of the CIA. Reagan had to mention it in his second term. I got his point, but disagree with his examples. Fair enough. We don't have to agree with that dichotomy. I just want to make sure we are on the same page. So Susanna's saying Trailblazer and Custodian would be better. I think those are. I agree with you. I don't like the way that he says flag carrier versus alpha, because clearly the way that we use those words, obviously you would want to be an alpha. But maybe he purposely said that because he sees Ron as a flag carrier type of president who could be a great flag carrier president as long as he understands that's who he is. And that's what he should lean into. Very interesting question. All right. So is he an alpha or a flag carrier?
Carrier candidate.
No, you're a leader, of course. I mean, you look at what we've done in Florida. We blazed the trail. I wasn't carrying anyone's flag. I was the one leading. I was calling the...
You weren't carrying the American flag? You weren't carrying the MAGA flag? Just saying.
Shots. I was getting out.
You think there's anything wrong with carrying a flag?
What's that?
You think there's anything wrong with carrying a flag? Someone's got to carry your flag and be your VP.
There's nothing wrong with it, but the question is, if you look at Reagan, he set kind of the standard. So 41 was operating in his shadow to kind of carry on the legacy. But Reagan represented the break from the failure of the Carter to the present. Just like I represented kind of Florida we're going against the establishment.
Okay, but that's Florida, homie. What we're talking about is what you are going to do for America. So if you're saying that you're an alpha, then you are still coming off the heels of a non-president. So the flag carrier position would be, or the custodian, to use Suzanne's words. The custodian would be to say, I'm going to maintain the MAGA life that you had. I'm going to bring that back and maintain that because he was the alpha and he did it right, but I'm just going to do it better. By saying he is a trailblazer and that he's going to change things, a lot of people don't want things changed from the big change we just had. A lot of people liked the trailblazing of Trump and kind of want to maintain that. So maybe we do want a flag carrier. I know I do. Suzanne said, if your country's in good shape, you need a flag carrier, a good caretaker. You need a risk taker when the risks are high. Well said. Zebby said, Ron would be a better VP, as the president is the front man of the band and leads the direction of the band. Yeah, he's just, he is a leader. But with the landscape, you're just not the guy. You're just not the guy. So the Soul agrees with Suzanne, and CT says, this is a great question. PBD is a good interviewer sometimes. That's what I mean. You know, I hate that they're all the good guests always go on his show because we end up covering him a lot. And then, you know, when I'm doing clips, it's like PBD. But hey, if it's good, then it's good, right? I mean, shout out to he would be a better governor. Oh my God. Yeah.
Just like I represented kind of Florida we're going against the establishment. We're going against the COVID insanity. We're going against the gender insanity, that we're planting a flag or not. No, we're taking a stand.
Whoops. Said the quiet part out loud. We're going to plant a flag and we're going to carry that flag throughout the entire presidency. Oops. Let's just real quick.
We're going against the establishment. We're going against the COVID insanity. We're going against the gender insanity, that we're planting a flag or not. No, we're taking a stand and then we're going to push forward. And so that's what we've done. And I think that's what we need in Washington. That everything's going in the wrong direction. So you need an abrupt shift where this bureaucracy is reconstitutionalized, where you're able to open up all the energy production.
Yes, but we already did that with Trump. So what we are saying is that we, in this, in PBD, you know, in the way that PBD has set this up, what we're saying is that we want somebody to be a flag carrier for the world that Trump created, because Biden was so ineffective at everything that we're kind of just we're not living in a Biden world, we're living in a post-Trump world.
Reverse Bidenomics. Have good people that'll work for you, because you can make the best decisions in the world. You've got to have people that are going to implement that policy in a very hostile bureaucracy.
So you are going to change the people you have around you now? Or are you going to keep the ones that are fucking your shit up? Or you picked them in the first place because they were good, but you were wrong? Gotta watch your words here, bro.
And if you don't have that, then you're going to end up getting kneecapped.
Well, you don't have that, Ron. So based on your own words, you're going to get kneecapped.
But that's going to represent a significant break from how this country has been governed for the last 2 or 3 decades. But we need it, because I think the direction that we're going is not sustainable. And this country will fail unless we get an American revival.
Again, I would say that Trump brought that. And yes, it has been weighed down by the non-president that Joe Biden is. But there is no revolution that needs to, there's no revolution that needs to happen. It's already there. All you need to do is carry the flag for the revolution. I'm going to go back and disagree with Suzanne that Trailblazer and Custodian are better, because I think this is perfect. I would not use the word alpha. I would use maybe something a little, Trailblazer and flag carrier. Let's go. Let's split it 50-50. Trailblazer or flag carrier. I think those are perfect categories for this. And I think he would be an amazing flag carrier. But he wants to be an alpha, and he's not an alpha. You got to know who you are. Play to your strengths. That's not what he's doing. He's trying to project this image of somebody that he's not. And I understand. This is, again, that's politics. But at a certain point, you have to be able to live up somewhat to this character that you're projecting. Otherwise, it's just going to all crumble on you. So not only are you making promises of character that you can't live up to, but the promises themselves are like not really what people are looking for in the first place, because we already have a Trump. If we really do need that alpha, then homie, you ain't that guy. So if I'm Ron right now, I'm like, oh no, we had years of turmoil. I completely respect what Donald Trump did, and that's why we were so close for so long. And he went in, and he was really the bull in the china shop. And maybe he didn't drain the swamp, but he certainly exposed it. But now we need somebody to go in there and clean up the mess. Understand that it was a mess before, but it was a nicely packaged mess. Now everything is strewn about, and I'm going to be the one to go in there and finish the job that Trump was not allowed to finish. Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.